There is a reason why people always stare awkwardly or make an expression when someone unique walks by. This is due to the fact that they are prejudging these people inside their mind before they even speak a word. In today's society, many people are judged not only through their work but also in how they present themselves. This is one reason why garments, accessories, or fashion is not just a luxury but a necessity in most. However, here in Philippines, which is a nation of practical consumers who make purchases based on affordability and value for money, spending so much for garments and other fashionable items is not that suitable. As a result, there has been a growth of the best bargain to ever hit the Philippines. The ukay-ukay. An ukay-ukay is a Visayan term that implies one has to dig deep into pile of goods. It is referred to as the second-hand ready-to-wear garments sold at a much lower price compared to the new and branded ones. No wonder then that these ukay-ukay stores, which initiated from Cebu and Baguio, would have grown rapidly all over Metro Manila. Let us know more about the business as we interview a retailer of ukay-ukay garments.
Magkano po ang benta ninyo sa bawat piraso ng damit pang itaas at damit pang ibaba ng babae ayon sa kalidad ng inyong paninda?
Ayun po. Ano po, ma'am? Halimbawa ito binebenta namin ito ng 150 kasi branded siya, may brand siya, Kita mo, ito, before 100, halimbawa ito. Depende rin po. Ito yung mga natitira sa mga, ay binili namin ng 3 for 100 kasi yung mga iba, walang botones na sila.
Here are the data gathered from the short interview with the retailer. Along a demand schedule, buyers are willing to buy specific quantities at given prices. The demand schedule represents the willingness of many buyers to buy goods at different prices. The difference between the price at which a given buyer is willing to buy and the actual price that the buyer pays for it constitutes the consumer surplus. Let's have for an example case number 1, which is buying in bulk of blouse. Along the demand schedule, the price of blouse is 150 and each consumer from situations 1 to 3 are willing to buy 4 units of good. Situations 1 and 2 are actually the same. It is just that the consumer of situation 1 is more willing to buy it at a higher price than the consumer in situation 2. Therefore, situation 1 enjoys more consumer surplus over the market cost of the good, unlike in situation 2 which would only cover a part of situations 1 consumer surplus. In situation number 3, among the potential buyers, there is at least one consumer who is willing to buy the good at exactly the price at which it is sold. Since the consumer is buying at the margin, he enjoys no consumer surplus or benefit. Let's take in case number 2, which demonstrates the concept of consumer surplus in a simple manner. Let us compare two qualities of the pants. Pants A for high quality and branded, and pants B for defective or slightly damaged. From the demand schedule of pants A, let us assume that the highest price per unit at which the consumer is willing to buy the good is for 500, but the cost of buying the good is for 350 only. From the demand schedule of pants A, let us assume that the highest price per unit at which the consumer is willing to buy the good is for 500, but the cost of buying the good is for 350 only. Therefore, the difference between the expected price and the actual price evaluates the consumer surplus. Same thing goes with pants B. However, the consumer surplus is lower compared to the consumer surplus of pants A. Comparing those two qualities of pants, we may imply that the bigger the area or the higher the consumer surplus, the more it becomes beneficial to the consumer. In a practical sense, it is because the consumer won't regret it even though he paid a higher price on pants A with high quality than pants B with slight deterioration. As a result, a higher consumer satisfaction from obtaining that good. Moreover, the consumer can have a savings, and from those savings, the consumer can still buy other combination of goods from that store or as a use for future consumption. As a result, a higher consumer satisfaction from obtaining that good. Moreover, the consumer can have a savings, and from those savings, the consumer can still buy other combination of goods from that store or as a use for future consumption. In a short sense, a consumer surplus is similar to what you and I would call a bargain. If you purchase a good and receive more value than you pay for, you get a bargain, and this is what you call a benefit surplus. Most people value price tags and brands, but for practical consumers, it does not matter where it comes from or how much does it cost. All that matters is that you can wear them casually, comfortably, and with confidence.